Example 38, say find, write down the example 38. Say find d square y upon dx square, this second derivative, d square y dx square. You have to find if y equal to this function is given x power 3 10x. Clear? X power 3 10x. So we have to find the derivative of this function. So first of all, we write derivative of this first order. So we can say as usual method, revisiting the given function with respect to x, right? Is operating d by dx throughout. So dy by dx, d by dx of x power 3, d by dx of 10x. Right? Now, as you know that derivative of x power 3 will be
3x square.
3x square.
x power n वाला फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे so that is 3x square and derivative of 10x is
Sec square x.
sec square x sec square x. So this is the first order derivative, but we need second order. That's why you write again revisiting with respect to x. Clear? So what we get? D by dx operating on both sides. D by dx of 3x square. Sec square. So we are operating throughout d by dx. Clear? So here we multiply d square y upon dx square equal to 3 you can take common 3 into d by dx of x square. Now we have to find the derivative of sec square x. So as we have already solved this type of function, sec x we suppose as a x square and we know that derivative of x square is 2x. Clear? So 2x means here second. Then again you have to find the derivative what you suppose the x. जो अपने x माना है उसका प्रॉपर डेरिवेटिव right? So finally what you get d into now derivative of x square is 2x plus 2 sec x and derivative 10x. The derivative of sec x is sec x 10x. We have already given this formula. So overall now you will solve 3 into 2 6x 2 sec x into sec x sec square x into 10x. The example says if y equal to a sin x plus b cos x a sin x plus b cos x, then prove that d square y d square y upon dx square plus y equal to 0, right? So here also you can say we have second order derivative. In proof we need second order derivative. So as y is given, so that we can put here y, but we need here extra term, that is d square y upon dx square. Clear? So as usual, you write here y equal to a sin x plus b cos x. Now differentiating with respect to x. We are differentiating this with respect to x. Please operate dy by dx from d by dx of b cos x. Correct? So we may write dy by dx. A you can take outside the derivative symbol. D by dx of sin x. Here b you can take outside the derivative because it is a constant. Right? So one may write a derivative sin is cos, b and derivative cos is minus sin x. So finally we want get a cos x minus b sin x. So we need second order, therefore again differentiate with respect to x. If you are differentiating second time, then we may operate again d by dx on both sides. So d by dx of a cos x minus d by dx of b sin x. So here we can write d by d, that is d square y upon dx square. Correct? Equal to, now derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So it is outside, so minus a sin x minus derivative of sin x is cos x. So if you take minus common in these two terms, we take minus common. So when you take minus common, then it will be a sin x plus b cos x. And this is the value of y. A sin x plus b cos x. So you may write here y. So finally what you get, that is d square y upon dx square equal to minus y. This is clear? Here we have d square y upon dx square is equal to minus bracket a sin x plus b cos x, and this can be replaced by y as given. We are given this is y. So what we get finally? D square y upon dx square equal to minus y. Now this minus y you can transfer to the left side. This is clear? So what we get? d square y dx square plus y equal to 0. That you want to prove. This is you want to prove. Clear? Example 40. If y equal to 3e power 2x plus 2e power 3x, 2e power 3x. Say prove that this is also similar to previous one. You have to show that d square y upon dx square minus 5 dy by dx plus 6y is equal to 0. So this equation you have to show. With you need what? First derivative, second derivative, and the value of y. Here y equal to 3e power 2x plus 2e power 3x. So this function is given. So first we differentiate with respect to x, that is dy by dx, d by dx of 3e power 2x plus d by dx of 2e power 3x. Means we have to operate both sides by dy by dx. Correct? So see dy by dx. Now 3 is a constant, so we take outside. And as you know already, the derivative of e power x is always e power x. So first we suppose this 2x as a x, e power 2x is e power 2x. Then again we find the derivative of 2x. So you know that derivative of 2x is 2. Similarly here 2 you can take outside because it is constant. And derivative of e power 3x. 3x we suppose as a x. So again e power x is e power x. And then derivative of 3x is 3. So we get here first derivative 6 e power 2x plus 6 e power 3x. So this is the first derivative. Now again this is staying with respect to x. Again differentiating with respect to x. So what you get? D square y upon dx square. Operate d by dx on both sides. E power. So again derivative of e power 2x is e power 2x into 2 plus 6 into derivative of e power 3x is e power 3x into derivative of 3x is 3. So what you get? Derivative of this will be 12 e power 2x, 18 e power 3x. This is the second derivative. So what we get? We have three values. Three values is value of y, value of dy by dx, and value of d square y upon dx. So all these values we put in this equation on the left hand side. So you consider left hand side equal to this left hand side we make equal to right hand side, that is 0. आपको इसको 0 करना है. So you put the values d square y upon dx square, that is this value. 12 e e power 2x plus 18 e power 3x. Then minus 5 into dy by dx. So whatever the value of dy by dx, that you have to multiply by minus 5. So dy by dx की वैल्यू क्या है? This value you have to multiply by minus 5. तो minus 5 से multiply करोगे तो minus 30 e power 2x minus 5 से इसको करोगे तो minus 30 e power. Now plus 6y. So y is multiplied by 6. इसको 6 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो क्या आ जाएगा? 6 into 3 18 e power 2x plus 6 into 2 12 e power 3x. Now say add all the term e power 2x plus 12 or 18, that is 30 e power 2x and e power 3x plus 18 plus 12, that is 30 e power 3x. Remaining negative term minus 30 and minus 30. This is e power 3x. So now you can say all are cancelled. This is plus 30 e power x and minus 30 e power 2x plus 30 e power 3x and minus, that will give you 0. This is equal to right hand side and correct. Clear? Question क्या कह रहा है? Verify the Rolle's theorem for the function f(x) equal to this. So this function we are given, we have to check the either it is a continuous or not, and secondly we can say either it is a differentiable or not. So we have to find the derivative of this function. F dash x will be 2x plus तो अब इसमें हम दोनों रीजन लिखेंगे. रोल्स थ्योरम 3 रीजन है. पहला है फर्स्ट being this is a polynomial function and we know that every polynomial function is a continuous function. So you can write reason being a polynomial function, being a polynomial function f(x) is continuous, right? Why this is a continuous? Because it is a polynomial and we know that every polynomial for real number is always continuous on closed interval, जो कि आपका इंटरवल दे रखा है, on closed interval. Then second reason we find derivative of this, derivative क्या है इसका? 2x plus 2. So for every value of this interval, this will be x. यहाँ पर x की वैल्यू कुछ भी रखोगे यहाँ फिक्स वैल्यू आएगी. That's why this is differentiable. So you can write here for second f dash x is exists for x long open interval -4, 2, right? So therefore it is a differentiable. f(x) is you can write variable. So two conditions are satisfied. Now for Rolle's theorem we have to check for the third condition, that is fa equal to FB. So third condition FA. A means -4. So put the -4 in the function. So what we get? -4 square -8. So 16 -16 cancel, you get -8. That is 0. Similarly, you find FB. So put 2 square, 2 into 2 -8. So this is 4 plus 4, 8, 8 minus 8. So we can say here third condition is also satisfied. So here all three conditions of Rolle's theorem are satisfied. So you may write here since all conditions of Rolle's theorem are satisfied. Clear? All three conditions are satisfied. So there exists, according to the condition what? There should be exist a value C such that f dash C equal to 0. कल बताया तो भूल गए तुम लोग?
नो सर.
यहाँ लिख देता हूँ, ठीक होता है, लिखेगा नहीं. So there exists C belongs to the open interval -40 such that f dash C equal to 0. अब यहाँ पर f dash C क्या आ जाएगा? x की जगह C रखेंगे हम. f dash C is 2C plus 2 that is equal to 0. So from this you get the value of C. C equal to -2 by 2 which is equal to -1. That is the in the given interval -4 to 2. Right? बड़ा इसको लिख लीजिए. ठीक, वही मेथड है कल हमने किया, एग्जैक्ट सेम मेथड है, पॉलिनोमियल है, कोई ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आपको देखना पॉलिनोमियल है देन इट इज ए कंटीन्यूअस, उसका डेरिवेटिव निकालना है. डेरिवेटिव एग्जिस्ट करेगा गिवन इंटरवल में, दोनों कंडीशन लिखनी है. तो एक बार इसमें x की वैल्यू रखनी है तो f आ जाएगा, दूसरी बार x2 रखनी है तो f आ, दोनों की वैल्यू इक्वल है. देन यू कैन से f इक्वल टू f. So all three conditions are satisfied. Then you have to write there exists C belongs to the open interval such that f dash C equal to 0. C यहाँ रखना है f dash x में, तो f dash x की जगह f dash C equal to 2C plus 2, ये 0 रखना है, इक्वल 0 रखिए. C की वैल्यू आएगी, C की वैल्यू जो भी है वो इस इंटरवल के बीच में आनी चाहिए. Hence the theorem is verified. Last time we did hence verified. Clear? Any doubt in this?
नो सर.
तो लिख लीजिए बेटा. Second says examine if Rolle's theorem is applicable to any of the following function. Now there are three cases are given or three type of function is given and you have to check either this theorem is applicable or not. Can you say something about the converse of the Rolle's theorem from these examples? तो इसकी कन्वर्स के बारे में क्या कहेंगे, तो हम लोग इसी प्रोसेस से फॉलो करेंगे. फर्स्ट है, सेकेंड का मैं फर्स्ट पार्ट डायरेक्ट लिखता हूं. fx इक्वल टू ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन x. क्लियर? fx इक्वल टू ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर ऑन क्लोज इंटरवल 5 to 9. राइट। अब इसमें देखिए हम लोगों को चेक क्या करना है, fx इक्वल टू ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन ऑन 5 to 9. Now we have to check first either this function is a continuous or not. अगर इन तीनों में से कोई भी एक कंडीशन भी सेटिस्फाइड नहीं होगी, then we can say theorem is not applicable. ये समझ में आ गया? If any one of this condition is not satisfied, then we can say the Rolle's theorem is not applicable. Correct? So first thing we have to check a continuous function. यहाँ जैसे पहले वाले एग्जाम्पल में ये पॉलिनोमियल था, ये पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन नहीं है. This is given as greatest integer function. Now we know that greatest integer function is not continuous. ये continuous नहीं है. Why? This function is not continuous. ये हमने 11th क्लास में पढ़ा था. Greatest integer function, when you find their limit, then left hand limit not equal to right hand limit. That's why we can say this function is not continuous. तो यहां पर आपको डायरेक्ट क्या लिखना है, आंसर कैसे लिखना है, या सॉल्यूशन राइट या fx is greatest integer function greatest integer function which is discontinuous, which is discontinuous at integral points. इंटीग्रल पॉइंट्स विद इंटीग्रल कौन से 5, 7, 8, 9, यानी इस इंटरवल में अगर आप पॉइंट 5 पे इसका लिमिट निकालोगे दैट डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट, 6 पे निकालोगे या 7 पे, 8 पे, 9 पे, एट दी पॉइंट द लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट नॉट इक्वल टू राइट हैंड लिमिट. दैट्स व्हाई दिस फंक्शन इज नॉट continuous. Clear? So we can say here which is discontinuous at integral point 5, 7, 8 and 9 belongs to the given. So we can say fx does not satisfy all the conditions. All condition of the Rolle's theorem. As Rolle's theorem is not valid. Clear? Fx, then given function does not satisfy all conditions. So this theorem is not applicable. Here also the converse of this theorem is also not valid, because when we take converse means what? When derivative is 0. इस theorem का converse क्या है? इसका derivative at any point is 0. If derivative of this is 0, then it is not necessary the function is a continuous. Clear? So we can say the converse is also not true. तो यू कैन राइट हियर, इसका अगर आप स्टेटमेंट चाहे तो लिख सकते हो ऑन द f dash x equal to 0 means if you are taking converse, derivative of this function is 0 for non-integral values of x belongs to the given interval 5 to 9. Yet this theorem is not applicable yet all the three conditions of Gauss theorem are not satisfied. Because if derivative is 0, then again we cannot say it may be continuous or fa equal to fb. Clear? So also we can say these conditions are not, as converse of this theorem is not true. Is not true. तो राइट डाउन दिस. इसमें आपको सिर्फ लैंग्वेज लिखनी है, बिकॉज दिस इज द ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन व्हिच इज नॉट कंटीन्यूअस. अगर कंटीन्यूअस नहीं है देन थ्योरम इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल. अब कन्वर्स का पूछा है. कन्वर्स में हमने क्या स्टेटमेंट में पढ़ा था? अगर f डैश इक्वल टू 0 है तो क्या कंडीशन फंक्शन कंटीन्यूअस है या डिफरेंशिएबल है? तो हियर वी आर सेइंग f डैश x इक्वल टू, अगर इसका डेरिवेटिव 0 है then again we can say the function is not continuous. वापस वही नॉन इंटीग्रल पॉइंट पे नहीं हो पाएगा. So we can say this theorem is not applicable and its converse is also not applicable. इसी तरह सेकंड वाला भी सेम है. आपको ये लैंग्वेज लिखनी, सिर्फ आपको सेकंड में क्या किया है पूरा वापस ये सेकंड का फिर फंक्शन में इंटरवल चेंज कर दिया. सेकंड पार्ट f(x) is again greater integer function on interval -4 to 2 -4 to 2. तो दोनों सेम है बेटा, कर लोगे. ये पूरी कहानी आपको सेम लिखनी है, बिकॉज फंक्शन इज सेम, ओनली दिस इंटरवल वैल्यूज आर अगेन डिफरेंट. So here you can write again, here f(x) is the greatest integer function which is discontinuous, is not continuous at integral points. अब इंटीग्रल पॉइंट यहाँ पर 5 7 8 9 की जगह आप लिख सकते हो -2 -1 0 1 2. So f(x) does not satisfy all the conditions. Although if you find the derivative of this, that is also here right, f(x) equal to 0, वो नॉन इंटीग्रल वैल्यू ऑफ x लॉ या इंटरवल पर चेंज करना आपको, और बाकी सब लैंग्वेज सेम रहेगी. सेकंड एग्जांपल इज सिमिलर टू फर्स्ट वन. सो यू हैव टू राइट दिस. इसको लिख लीजिए फटाफट 2 मिनट में. Now third part, f(x) equal to x square minus 1 on closed interval 1 comma 2. So this is a polynomial function, right? So it is a continuous और डिफरेंशिएबल भी होगा. So here f(x) equal to x square minus 1, f dash x equal to 2x. So first either you can write being a polynomial, तो फर्स्ट वाले क्वेश्चन में लिखा था हमने, वो लिखेंगे being a polynomial function f(x) is continuous on closed interval 1 2, and second it is a derivative on open interval window, that is given function is differentiable on 1 comma 2. Now third condition you can see here. Third condition we have to find fa, that is f1. 1 square minus 1, that is 0, and fb, that is f2. 2 square minus 1, that is 3. Therefore, what we can say? F1 is not equal to. So, third condition is not satisfied. Clear? So, Rolle's theorem is not applicable. Therefore, third condition is not satisfied. That's why it is not applicable. F defined from -5 to 5, -5 to r. अब इसमें दे रखा है इज डिफरेंशिएबल. दिस इज द डिफरेंशिएबल. And f does not f dash x does not vanish anywhere. मीन्स इसकी वैल्यू 0 कहीं पर भी नहीं हो. राइट? Anywhere, then prove that f minus 5 not equal to f of 5. F of minus 5 is not. Now we are given this function is a differentiable. तो पीछे एक थ्योरी थी, every differentiable function is a continuous function. So you can write solution as given function is differentiable. That is, it will also continue. So this function is a continuous and differentiable. It means this satisfies both the condition of it satisfies both the condition of mean value theorem. Mean value theorem में मैंने कल 2 बताई थी. So these two conditions are satisfied. That is, there C belongs to the open interval such that formula क्या दिया था mean value theorem का? f dash c equal to, कोई नहीं पढ़ता है घर जाके डालता हूँ,
fb minus fa upon b minus a.
और ये कल बताया था f dash c equal to fb minus fa. Clear? But we are also given that f dash c not equal to 0. But given what f dash c not equal to 0, ये कहाँ दे रखा? ये दे रखा. देखिए f dash x does not vanish anywhere. Vanish anywhere तो किसी भी पॉइंट पे डेरिवेटिव की वैल्यू 0 नहीं है. That is f dash c not equal to 0. और एफ डैश सी की वैल्यू क्या है ये, तो अगर ये जीरो नहीं है ये भी जीरो नहीं होगा, देखो दो आर इक्वल, तो एफ डैश सी एफ बी मतलब 5 माइनस 5 माइनस माइनस 5, दिस इज आल्सो नॉट इक्वल टू 0, व्हाई एट एफ डैश सी नॉट इक्वल टू, तो ये कितना आ जाएगा 5 और 5 10 हो जाएगा, 10 इधर जाएगा तो क्या आ जाएगा f5 माइनस f माइनस 5 नॉट इक्वल टू 0, ये 10 0 से मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा 0 हो जाएगा, तो व्हाट वी गेट फाइनली f5 नॉट इक्वल टू f माइनस 5, इसको हम इधर ले जाएंगे राइट हैंड साइड में, f माइनस 5 को राइट हैंड साइड में ले जाएंगे, दिया जाएगा, सो f average mean value theorem, if fx equal to, now this is given a polynomial function x square minus 4x plus 3, the minus raise in interval a comma b, where a equal to 1 and b equal to 4, where a equal to 1 and b equal to 4. So we can eliminate for, we have only two conditions, it will be continuous and differentiable. So here in solution you write fx equal to x square minus 4x minus 3. So its derivative will be, so you can again say being a polynomial function, being a polynomial function, fx is continuous, right?
Yes, sir.
And second point, f dash x equal to 2x minus 4, where x term open interval 1 for exist, ये भी exist करेगा, x की वैल्यू कुछ भी रखेंगे यहाँ फिक्स वैल्यू आएगी, exist means,
Yes, sir.
so you can write fx is variable in x term 1 2. So that is it satisfied both the condition of ambiguity. दोनों condition satisfied. Then you write there exists C belongs 1, 4. Such that this formula you can write. इसी में मैं करेक्ट कर लेता हूँ. और both the condition are satisfied. Now f dash c, c को हम यहाँ रखेंगे, तो f dash c means 2c minus 4. Now fb minus fb, fb means f4 minus f1, 4 minus 1. तो अब 4 की वैल्यू यहाँ रख के सॉल्व कीजिए, कितना आएगा? 4 का स्क्वायर 16 माइनस 16 माइनस 3 माइनस f1 का वैल्यू रखिए, तो 1 माइनस 7, तो 1 6 हो जाएगा अपॉन 3. So calculate this value, that will give you 16 cancel, 3 plus 3 3 1 आ जाएगा. So what we get? 2c minus 4 equal to 1. So 2c equal to 1 plus 4. So c equal to 5 by 2. This belongs to the interval 1 to 4. So verify. Hence this theorem is verified. ठीक है बेटा, ये कर लेना एक्सरसाइज टाइप. एक क्वेश्चन और रह गया है. फिफ्थ और सिक्स। सिक्स तो वही है, फर्स्ट वाले का ही करना, सेकंड पार्ट का वापस करना। यू हैव टू चेक मीन वैल्यू, थ्योरम ऑफ सिक्स आप कर लेना।